Hi guys, today we're going to be looking at a simultaneous question. So here we have our two equations, and this one looks a bit more complicated since it has a fraction. So ideally we would take the easier one and sub it into the more complicated one. So our first equation would be 1 over x plus 1 over y is equal to 1. And our second equation, it would be easier to make x the subject than y, but either way works. So we would have x equals to 2y minus 2. We would then sub in our second equation into the first one. And then to solve it, we first need to get a common denominator, which would be our 2y minus 2 and our y. And then on top we would have, this side we would have a y plus 2y minus 2. And this would all be equal to, then since we have the same denominator in all of them, we can drop our denominator and we would end up with y plus 2y minus 2 being equal to 2y squared minus 2y. We can then put it in our standard format and solve for y using our calculator, and we get y to be equal to a half, or y is equal to 2. And then using our y values, we can sub them back into, well, this equation since it's a lot easier, and we get our x values to be equal to -1 or x is equal to 2. And that's all for this video. Thank you.